Hi CMH friends, I am Ramona Williams, the Alexander Specialist for the Children's Museum Houston. I hope you're having an amazing day today. Thank you for joining me for this edition of the Early Childhood Corner, sponsored by Catherine G. McGovern and the McGovern Foundation. So today we're going to kind of explore some things that are around your home and turn them into fun learning activities for your toddler. Make sure you watch this video for the entirety of it, because at the end I will give you tips to take the learning to the next level, wonder words to explore with your little one, and a book to read at the end. Okay, so let's go ahead and make some words we're going to spin and spell. The first thing we need is a butter knife. We also will need a pool noodle hanger or a tabletop paper roll dispenser, as well as index cards and a Sharpie. So now what we want to do is take our pool noodle, and don't you wish it was summer already, but take our pool noodle and cut it about 1 inch to 2 inches. I just use my finger and I measure. Now mom and dad, we know this is something that we want to do. You can have our toddler look on, and I promise you they will be able to join in the fun in just a few minutes. So you're going to cut. It doesn't take a lot of effort at all. After you have cut it, put your pool noodle to the side, the long piece, and we want to make sure that we have 3 pieces for this particular activity. Okay, let's put that butter knife down. We actually will not need it again for this activity. So the reason why I have 3 segments of pool noodles is because I'm going to put a consonant, vowel, and consonant on the end of my word. So I may have M, I may have an A, and I may have a T on this one. So this is the next thing I want us to do. Now I'm not going to show you how to do it, but before you do it, I found it helpful to make a list of words, okay? So make a list of words that are sight words. And what sight words are, they're just words that your toddler or children should actually know, that they don't have to necessarily read or use decoding strategies, but they are encouraged to memorize them, so when they see them in print, they are able to read them just by seeing them. So you make your list. So once you get to your foam, let me say this, once you get to your pool noodles, then you will be able to put those words on just like that. So I am going to take my Sharpie, and the alphabets that I am going to write on this one will be an M, and make sure that you write it very neatly. I'm going to write it and then I'll turn it around. So I have an M, I have an H, and I think I'm going to do a P. Okay, so let me show you. So we have an M, and then when it's rolled, the other first letter that we can use is an H, and then we have the P. So you do the same thing for your vowels. I may do a, an I, and an O, and then you will find letters to go with the letters that you have already placed on your pool noodles. Okay, so we're going to set those to the side. Now, the words that we know we want our little ones to identify when they are playing with this activity, you want to write them onto your index card. So my first word I'm going to write is mop. And you want to make sure you use your best handwriting, because you want to be able to have your child easily identify what the word is. Okay, so we have mop. Then I can also make mat. And remember, these are words that I know will be easily found when my toddler spins around the pool noodle activity. Okay? And then we would keep going until we have as many words as can be found with our pool noodle activity. Now I'm going to set this aside. So we have that picture. Last thing I want to show you. If you, and this is just kind of a tip, if you do not have, let's say, a tabletop paper towel dispenser, what you could do is use a hanger. It works just as well. So the trick is you have cut your pool noodle, okay? And now, I said we didn't need this again, but we actually do. Just for 1 second though, you're gonna cut a slit in your pool noodle, just like that. And it is going to allow you to quickly put your pool noodle onto your hanger, and it spins with no problem. Okay, so this is kind of a little hack. So after you have put together your activity, this is what it will look like. This is kind of my little modification for it, but remember, you can also use a hanger and slide your pieces of pool noodle onto the hanger. So I have put my alphabets that I'm going to use for my sight words on, and I also have put my index cards. This is kind of important, okay? So if you don't have a place to stand them like this, you can always just lay them down on the table. That will work out just as fine. So now you see I have identified my first word, which is mop, okay? Which is mop. So I found that word, and I'm gonna put this index card down. Then I have my next word, which is hop. And what you want to do is say the word with your toddler, okay? So here's my word. My word is hop. Let's find hop. What letters? H-O-P. And then have your toddler spin it around. It will be so much fun, I promise you. H-O-P. Hop. There are so many fun variations that you can do with this particular activity. You can actually do pattern recognition. So you can write different shapes and patterns onto our pool noodles. Do the same thing for the index card and have your little one look them up. You can also do small, medium, and large. Do different sizes and have your toddler identify the small, the medium, and the large. And I also want to give you some wonder words to challenge your toddler. So think about using the words vowel and consonant, as well as small, large, medium. If you use that tip, you can also do matching as well as shapes. So before we go, I have to make sure you know to check out this book. It's Dr. Seuss's First 100 Words, and it is written by none other than Dr. Seuss. Okay, CMH friends, that is all the time we have for today, but I hope you enjoyed today's activity. Make sure you stay connected with us through the museum's all-time access. If you're watching this via YouTube, also don't forget to like and subscribe. So I am Ramona Williams. I look forward to seeing you here next time. That's all we have for today. Bye-bye.